Now, under the liberalization process, the next reforms was in the field of tax. Okay. Now, tax reforms refers to the government's taxation and public expenditure policies, which are collectively known as its fiscal policy. Now, as we have read about the taxes, there are two types of taxes: direct taxes and indirect taxes. Okay, that we have already studied in government, budget and economy. Now, first of all, there were very high taxes in India. Okay, India was perhaps one of the most tax evading country, and the taxes were very high. So in 1991, there was a continuous reduction in the income and corporate tax, as highest tax rate was the important reason for the tax evasion. It was then widely accepted that moderate rates of income tax should encourage savings and voluntary disclosure of income scheme. That has taken place in the VDIS in 1997. Whenever the classes will resume, I will be dealing with it. Okay. Now, there was a reform in the indirect taxes. Now, you all know that we are having only one tax, that is mainly the GST, goods and services tax. And third thing was a simplification of the process. Now, tax filing or the tax return was basically very complicated process, so the tax was evaded. Instead of giving the tax was evaded. Okay. First of all, many of the entrepreneurs, they were having a mindset that when we are earning with our efforts, why should we give the tax to the government? Anyhow, on 29th of March 2017, to simplify this process, we have introduced the GST. However, that came into effect on 1st July 2017. Now, this is expected to generate additional revenue to the government. Division is 50-50% between the central and the state, and to reduce the tax evasion and create one nation, one tax and one market. It's a slogan it is. Okay. It was done basically for one tax, one nation and one market. Now, there was a foreign exchange reforms. First of all, we did the devaluation of rupee. Devaluation of rupee means that our currency is depreciated in terms of the foreign exchange, so that our exports can increase. Okay. And market determination of exchange rate, that is under the flexible exchange rate, whatever the demand and whatever the supply is there, as you have studied in the forms of market chapter last year, the same process was established, that according to the demand and according to the supply, the exchange rate was led, or it was made open to be determined by the market forces, that is the demand and supply. Okay. Now, next was the trade and investment policy. As I have told you, that under the self-reliance objective and import substitution, we never looked upon for the exports of the goods, rather than all the time we struggle so that the imports can be reduced. So henceforth, first of all, to increase the international competitiveness of the industrial production. Okay. Second thing was to promote the foreign investment and technology into the economy. Okay, there is a great transformation. There were many things that we are witnessing today we were not having when we were students at that time. And to promote efficiency in local industries and adoption of modern technologies. Now, the barrier that was there, what were there? Quota and tariffs. Now, first of all, there was a requirement for the removal of quantitative restriction on imports and exports. Okay. Under the new economic policy, quantitative restriction on import and exports were greatly reduced. It is not totally abolished, but it has been reduced. Okay. for consumer goods, manufactured consumer goods and agricultural products is this quantitative restriction has been fully removed in 2001. Now, removal of export duties. Export duties were removed to increase the competitive positions of Indian goods in the international market, so then we can export and we can sell it in the market. However, other European countries and American countries and some of the Latin American countries and Southeast Asian countries, they have adopted a restrictive trade policy now. Okay, so that their goods can be sold in their market. Now there was a reduction in the import duties, okay, to make the goods available in the market, particularly for the technology, and relaxation in the import licensing system. This you people have learned last year about in business studies, international trade. Okay, import licensing is totally abolished except for in the case of the hazardous and environmentally sensitive industries. Now, it has encouraged the domestic industries to import raw materials at a competitive price, or you can say a better price, or it has raised their efficiency and made them more competitive. Okay. Now, for today, I am ending up this topic. Go through the content once more, read your NCERT book, but keep reading. Okay, all the questions in the board examination have come from the NCERT. It has not come from any reference book. Okay, so do try to understand. Thank you. Have a nice day.